Hello and welcome back to another DIY video. Today we're going to be working on my Lexus CT200. This is a hybrid. This process should be the same for the Toyota Prius. Before we get started, make sure you give me a thumbs up to help the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel in the bottom right hand corner. I'll get started here in just a moment. I don't know all the tools that are needed just yet, but we do know that you need wheel ramps, which is what I have on there, along with our engine oil of choice. I'm going to go with the 0W20 fully synthetic. And then of course this right here is going to be your oil filter. I'm going to go with OEM. So I'm going to pop the hood, but make sure you get your car up to operating temperature. Go into the driver's side. Go into the front. From the front. Alright, I need to put the camera down, but that's the little stand you're going to put into that little hole right there. So from the top, this is what it looks like. Okay. I'm going to go over to the oil fill hole, pull it out. Now, pull it out. Next, I believe these are the tools you're going to need, just a Phillips head screwdriver and some type of plastic pry bar tool like this. Let's get under the car. Alright. Pretty much the section we're going to be removing. Oops, let me move the camera. Right here. You see it kind of opens right there. It's a little gap. Mine's just a tray. I don't know if this was OEM like this or if someone else did it, but tie situation. Here's that plastic pry part right here. One more right there. Try to bend this little flap backwards. With me bending it backwards, you should have full access to pretty much everything. There's your drain bolt, and that's going to be the oil filter. Let me see, I think that's 13. Let me go grab it. Alright, so this right here is actually a 14mm nut. Alright. Make sure you have an oil pan not an oil pan, but a catch can or something to catch the oil. It's probably going to be super hot. Alright. Let that drain out for a bit. While that's draining, make sure you get your drain bolt. You see how this one has a washer on there? Make sure you get that washer off and then replace it. I'm just prepping my drain bolt, so I sprayed it down with some brake cleaner. This obviously is the old washer, this is the new washer, so make sure you replace it every time. I'm going to go ahead and go under and reinstall it. Alright, so that is good enough for me. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in. We'll get a torque wrench. It's 27 foot-pounds. Alright. 27 foot-pounds. Next, to get off that oil filter, you do have to get one of these little specialized cups. You can pretty much find it on Amazon or eBay though. I got mine for $6 on eBay. Just to make sure it lines up on the filter housing before you crank on it. Going under. Alright, so just making sure the cup fits on there properly. Perfect. And we will get my ratchet. Alright, so now we're here. Old filter, new filter. Take this old gasket off, put on the new gasket, lubricate it. That's what it looks like right there. So again, take this off, take the new one, put it on there. Same thing with the gasket. Alright, that's what the finished product looks like. Didn't film it because again I think that's kind of straightforward, but going back under. Wanted to show you, so that oil filter tool right here, you have to get this cut because this is the only way to get this off. I'm sure there's probably other ways, but it does make it a lot easier. This isn't going to be one of those casing where you have to fill it up with oil because it's sideways. So look at my ratchet. Getting a torque wrench, 18 foot-pounds. I'm actually going to have to torque this once I have a little bit more space because I'm right on the floor right now. So I'm actually just going to do it hand tight and just a little bit more. Okay, I'm sure that's fine. Alright, so now we're back up top. Go ahead and pour in your oil right here. It should be right at 4.4 quarts, but I usually like to put in 4 quarts first, run it, and then make sure it's not leaking, and then of course check your dipstick. Dipstick is right here. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video because I am trying to keep it short. If you like this content, make sure you give me a thumbs up to help with the YouTube algorithm. Hit subscribe to the channel in the bottom right hand corner. Again, this should be the same thing for all Lexus CT200 along with the the Toyota Prius. Thanks.